everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Today, I have a very special guest with me. Her name is Sinchana. She's from Bangalore, recently graduated with her BTech degree, and she's currently working as a LinkedIn ghostwriter with Indian and international clients. And she has decided to take time out of her busy schedule to share her journey with all of us. So, first of all, very, very warm welcome, Sinchana.
Hello, Saloni. Thank you for calling me. I'm very excited to share my journey with everyone. I hope they'll get some inspiration and start something of their own.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Sinchana, for people who are hearing from you for the very first time, if you could give us a quick introduction.
So I just completed my BTech degree. So when I started my college or something like that, from there I'm working in this field. I mean, I started doing freelancing. Even before joining the college, I would say, because there was a time, the COVID and everything was happening. So yes, and I have tried a couple of fields like SMMM and even blogging and everything. And
Yeah.
finally, I found my sweet spot in LinkedIn management.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I'm like very happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, you studied something else entirely, right? You come from an engineering background and you decided to get into offering creative services. So, like even LinkedIn writing or social media, everything that you tried is more of a creative, field. So, what was the motivation behind not choosing something technical to offer as a freelancer, but choosing a more creative route?
So I was not sure that I'll take a BTech, to be
Yeah,
really honest. So even before I started my freelancing, and when I started, I found it really interesting. Even though I was not earning that good money, my first the paycheck was like 3,000 rupees per project. I was
yeah,
so happy. So that gave me the motivation basically to try something here. And when I started talking with clients and the experiences, and when I joined HPA and everything, then it was like, okay, this is really interesting. And when I was as a child, also, I was like into all this social media thing and all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah, so cool. So I feel like there are so many people who, who have joined some kind of a degree or some education program, and they feel like that program is not the right fit for them. Like after joining, they realize all that. So your journey is a good example for them that, if you don't enjoy your degree, doesn't mean that, you can't do anything. You can start something else while you are a student as well, and you can actually build a good career.
yeah, true.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, you started earning quite a decent amount of money while you were still in college, right? And when students are in college, usually they are dependent on their parents for the money and for like pocket money to take care of their expenses, etc. But you became financially independent. So, like, what was that feeling like? Was it like a big sense of achievement? And what was the reaction of your parents?
It was so good actually. Initially, my parents were like, "Okay, kuch to kariye," like she's doing something, but they would not praise me like in front of me. They would not do that. But
Yeah,
now, like, even though I didn't take up the placement or anything, now they are like, "Okay, kuch na kuch she'll make money. That's not
yeah,
the problem,
yeah,
right?" So yeah, and when even I think in 2 years only, I bought my own iPhone as well, and I paid my college fee. So yeah, like it was good. It was a very good feeling
yeah.
and motivating. Like I had negative thoughts on money, but when I started freelancing, then no, I was like, no, it's really a good thing and
Yeah,
everything. Yeah, it's not
yeah,
only about the money, but also the experiences. I got
correct.
to work with really big clients.
Yeah.
So yeah, with
Yeah,
money, I got many other things.
yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the most important thing. I think when you are a student, yes, the money is life changing, of course, because you are able to take care of your expenses. But at such a early stage of your career, when you get exposure to different businesses, different industries, different entrepreneurs, I feel like that boosts your confidence so much that it sets you up
Yeah.
for a much better career even in the future. So that's a great thing that you mentioned. So, Sinchana, one thing that a lot of people are very, LinkedIn ghostwriting is quite an aspirational field for a lot of people. A lot of beginners are looking to get started in this space. But I think one thing that stops a lot of them from getting started is that, will anybody pay me? Or will I ever find a client? Is it possible to actually get paid by doing this? These kind of thoughts stops them from taking the first step. So what was your journey like? Like, how did you find your first client for the LinkedIn journey, especially?
So I started writing on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
and people started noticing me,
Yeah.
and I would also like send them cold messages,
Right.
say with for my portfolio and everything, and I got really a very big client from that. When I joined her, sorry, I can't mention her name,
Yeah.
but when I joined her agency, so I got to know that how she is onboarding the clients and everything.
Yeah.
And I worked her with her for like 9 months. So I was like, okay, LinkedIn is like better than any other, like Instagram. Instagram is like, we have to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I was in college, so I had to like balance my studies as well. I was like, okay, and they were paying me very good. Like
Yeah.
for 20 posts, they would pay me really very good.
Yeah.
So that way, I would say if anyone wants to, get clients from LinkedIn, please go ahead with cold messages.
Yeah.
I would send like 10 messages. At least I would get like one reply.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's the best
especially,
way to.
yeah, and cold messaging on LinkedIn actually has a better response because unlike Instagram or any other platform, on LinkedIn, people are there with the intention of work and business, and you know that. So when you make a business pitch to them, the response is also much more positive because the mindset is right for the people there, and you hit the exact decision makers. So that obviously makes a quite a big difference. But one thing with cold messaging is that you have to kind of become very okay with hearing no's also, because like you said, if you send 10 emails, then 10 messages, then
Mm.
you get one reply. That means you also get nine no replies or no's or something. So you're so young, you are just getting started with your career and everything. How did you make yourself comfortable with hearing no's?
As a person, I'm very good with saying no,
Okay.
and I don't really take everything personally. I like forget things. Okay, I message and I forget. If I get reply, fine. But I would send like daily 10 messages. How will I remember whom I sent, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not like I send them like randomly. I would go to their account and see if they're active or not. If they have
Yeah.
posted something in 2 3 days, it means I send them the message.
Correct.
So yeah, I never thought about it. It was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I would keep doing my work, and I had so many other things like college and everything, so I would forget. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I
I
have to
think
do
that's a
my
very,
thing.
yeah, that's a very smart strategy because not getting personally involved in every message that you send or every outreach you do is so important, because unless you have that boundary with everything, you will keep getting demotivated and disheartened, and you won't be able to take that strength, take the steps further. Plus, also, if you reach out at a scale like you were sending 10 messages every day, then yes, you can't wait and worry about every single reply, or you have to focus all your energy on the replies that are actually coming, and you focus your energy on serving them and getting on calls with them and closing. That's awesome. So as a LinkedIn ghostwriter, if somebody wants to get started, what are some of the initial few steps they should consider taking on this journey?
I think it's better if they start optimizing their LinkedIn profile,
Correct.
because
Yeah.
even when you send your cold messaging, they'll see your the LinkedIn page. At
Yes.
least like if they have 1,000 followers, then it looks decent, it looks good,
Correct.
and normal basic things, optimization and everything, and start posting. Just start posting, and
Yeah.
the format should be very correct. It should be like it should not be clumsy. People
Correct.
writing paragraph,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. I think it's enough. Like inbounds will come. Even I got so many inbound leads, but they
Yeah.
are not that high paying.
Correct.
But initially, you can start that. Like in 30 days only, you can see the results. It's that
Yeah.
easy on
Yeah.
LinkedIn
Yeah,
compared to any
exactly.
other platform.
Correct, correct. I also 100% believe with that. Believe in the fact that it's actually right now, it's much easier to get started on LinkedIn compared to any other social media platform. Yeah, I agree. So, you are also, apart from, writing for your clients and creating content for them, you are also quite active on your own account. You create content consistently. So, how are you managing time to do all of this? Like you also had college and then you were doing your own content creation, plus reaching out to clients and then also working for the clients. So what was your time management? What are some of the time management secrets that you followed?
I'll be very honest. When I started freelancing, almost 2 years, I didn't sleep properly. That's the main thing. I would sleep around like 3 to 4 hours. That's it. I would, even in sitting in class, I would think about the writing part and
Yeah.
everything. I have
Mm.
worked really hard to get that skill on board. But
Correct.
when I got that, after that, it became very easy. I can write post in 15 minutes or even 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think initially kind of thing. You have to put in that effort. Once you become really good at it, then everything falls into place.
Correct.
So yeah, so after like now in this 2 3 in this like last 2 years, okay, I'll take 4 years. In first years I had really worked hard, and
Yeah.
in next 2 years it was easy. So I could
Yeah.
maintain. I could even go out with my friends. I even sacrificed my like college life for that, like first
Yeah.
2 years. And
Yeah.
last 2 years, I enjoyed my college life, and people were like, "Oh my God, this was so hardworking," because they would notice I was in hostel,
Correct.
right? They would just sit
Yeah.
in front of laptop. So I
Yeah.
feel that initially don't think about time management, learn the skill. Once you know how to get the clients,
Yeah.
then everything falls into place, I would say.
Correct, correct. That makes so much sense. Yeah. So, like, yes, you have to be okay with putting the extra effort in the initial phase of your learning journey, because that is where, if you do that well, then the rest of the journey becomes relatively easier. So, now that you have reached a point where you work with so many clients, you have Indian, international, all kinds of clients. So, what is your routine looking like now? College is also over, and this is like full time, all of your energy can go into this. So, how many hours on an average in a day do you work now?
So, since I did BTech, so I had to do internship as well, right?
Correct.
So I include that. I'll tell you the routine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually what I do is, yeah, because it keeps changing, right? Now again, BTech, now the routine will change.
Mm.
So I'll just like briefly, I'll tell you. Usually I take Saturday and Sunday to create content and everything. And normal days, I do my normal college stuff or my internship project work. And
Yeah.
then I don't miss out to send 10 messages daily to
Mm.
on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
If I feel at some point that, okay, I have enough, I can't take more than that, then I don't do it.
Correct.
But yeah, I do that, and I'm not able to post. Like it's been 1 month, I'm not able to post properly on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But I yeah. So, but I like tried my best,
Mm.
and for my content as well, I write it on like Saturday, Sunday, and just post it.
Yeah, I think that's a very smart thing, because Saturday, Sunday, you're away from the noise, you don't have any other distractions. So you can sit and do all
Mhm.
the deep work, come up with all the creative ideas and finish all the writing work. So I think that's a very smart thing you're doing. Great. So, what is the next 1 year plan looking like for you? Like, what, now that you will be focusing entirely on your freelance career, where do you see yourself go in the next 1 year?
I'm thinking to even post on YouTube.
Oh,
Have
wow.
started, but yeah, I want to, I don't want to go in every platform. Now
Correct.
I'm doing LinkedIn. I want to be consistent with that. I want to write better quality content because I have so much time to research now. And
Yeah.
also, side by side, like teach on YouTube as well. Same freelance, whatever I'm doing. That's the plan. And
Mm.
after that, I'll do my master's. So yeah,
Right, right. So when you go for your masters, you are thinking of going for masters abroad?
that I'm not sure. I
Not
have
sure.
to research for
Right.
my course.
Yeah. So will
Yeah.
you be doing masters in engineering, or will you now pivot to maybe something like marketing or
No,
something?
no, no. My field only.
Oh, in engineering.
No, no,
Okay.
my field only. I want to do like PhD in my field. I don't know why. Like, yeah, I want to do PhD in my field. Side by side, I don't want to leave freelancing. Even when I did my internship in really good research institute, so they were like, please don't leave freelancing. So even they respect this field.
Yeah, yeah. There is
So
a lot of
yeah.
respect for good freelancers. If you're doing high quality work, then there is massive respect and also like quite a lot of income as well. So, like, there's absolutely no reason why you should quit freelancing. And also, it gives you the flexibility. If your master's program is very demanding or very challenging, you can still take some time out over the weekend or something and still focus and continue, right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, there's so many. If compared to job, when you do masters or when you study, you have a lot of time.
Correct.
To be really
Exactly.
honest, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Student life, you obviously have a lot more time than when you are actually in like a full-time job, or once you start your career, student life gives you the best kind of freedom and flexibility that you can have. So that is 100% true. Which is why, I wanted to bring you on this interview to inspire students, because, a lot of students feel like, oh, like I have so much time in college, what should I do? This is a great idea for, anybody who is in college to learn a few skills and get started. Even if you don't continue it for the rest of your life, it's a good experience to learn. It's a good skill set to add to your CV and so many other things.
Yeah. I would say once you come in, once you start getting a really good money, so you don't feel like leaving. Like
Yeah,
I am not feeling like leaving at all.
yeah.
Actually, my plan was to start a business. But when I went to research institute, I was like, no, I have to do PhD because it's really interesting. So I
Mm.
don't want to leave both of the things, and
Yeah,
still I want to be. Yeah. Again, I want to pay my fees like for my masters.
yeah.
That's again
Wow.
a goal.
Wow, that's such a wonderful thing, and your parents must be so proud of you that you're taking care of, your own educational expenses. Like it's such a proud moment for parents to see their own kids do stuff like this. Amazing. One question I want to ask you is for people who want to get started in freelancing. I want you to give them a realistic idea of how much should they expect to earn in the first 6 months. Because what happens is on the internet, people promise very odd numbers, right? They talk about six figures or seven figures and all of that, which is most likely not possible for beginners. So in the first 6 months, what kind of realistic income goal should they keep in mind?
I'll tell my experience.
Yeah.
I think it took me like 3 months to make my first 3,000 rupees.
Mm.
That I made a lot of mistakes when it was my first discovery call. I couldn't speak at all.
Yeah.
Till 12th standard, I was an introvert. At least now I'm speaking. So and at that time, money was not in my mind. It was like I
Hmm.
have to do it. So I feel we have to keep that money part initially because it will come if you're good at your skill.
Correct.
Right? So I feel it's very important to work on the skill first. And I think easily people now can make 30 to 20,000 in 6 months. Easily
Yeah.
they can make if
Yeah.
they are very consistent, posting on LinkedIn, really good quality content. Even if they have no idea, they can take inspiration from the viral post and create something of their own, put their
Correct.
opinions. And also we have AI tools, we can take help of that. I
Correct.
feel it's very easy to make 20 to 30,000 in 6 months. Like if you really want to be in this field, because what happens is that till like um you'll be working hard for like 3 4 months, you don't see the result, and then you will give up.
Correct.
But the
Correct.
thing is, at sixth month, you, uh, you will get some results. But
Correct.
even before that, you'll leave it. So
Correct.
that should not be there. The
Yeah.
consistency should be there. I
Correct.
feel
Correct. Even
very easy to make. Yeah.
Yeah, even when you're not seeing the results in the first couple of months, keep going at it. Don't stop. Don't, because if you don't stop, then eventually you reach a time when your all of the hard work that you have put in will start showing the results, and then you'll be so grateful that you did not give up. So I completely agree, and thank you for making this very realistic for people, because I honestly truly don't want people to come with the expectation that oh, 1 lakh will happen within like the first month or something, because that's not true. That's not the reality. So thank you for sharing that experience. You mentioned about AI tools, right? A lot of people have this fear that now that chat gpt and all these kind of tools have come in the market, there is no need for writers, because chat gpt can do all of the writing work. I keep telling them that this is absolutely untrue. There is not one business in the world who is surviving solely based on
Yeah.
chat gpt. But what has been your experience like when you work with
Yeah.
do clients tell you that don't use chat gpt, or they are okay with you using it in the right way?
In the call only, I tell them, the discovery call only, I tell them that I'm going to use ChatGPT for grammar correction or framing the
Correct.
sentences. But
Correct.
idea, research, and will be from my side. I like make it clear to them, and they're fine with that. And when I give them the writing, they can make out if it's me. Like I have written on the AI, it's very easy to detect
Yeah.
that. Even
Yeah.
now on LinkedIn, it is very very easy to detect.
Yeah.
And the way I use AI tool is that idea, okay, even if I take idea from ChatGPT, it's still like generic.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I just put in my effort. The thing is that 50% effort, before that it was like 100% effort. Now it's like 50% my effort and 50% ChatGPT effort.
Yeah.
But it can never replace. It can never replace. Yeah, because most of the time the writing I give to my client is more of like personalized stories or something like that, which I ask them, please share your thoughts or something like that, and then I create something of mine and then I put it in ChatGPT for better framing. That's it.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I
That
know
is very
long way you can't do. Like
yeah.
it's not like long term thing. It's like short term.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can't depend.
Exactly. And yeah, in my opinion, also, ChatGPT is a great helper, but it can never be a replacement. It can't. It just cannot be, because if I don't give the right prompt to ChatGPT, if I just ask ChatGPT, okay, write a LinkedIn post for me, I'm a social media, it will give such a useless post that even posting that post will not give me any reach, any impact, nothing. I will get no results out of it from LinkedIn. So the benefit of being a good writer is that you are able to give a proper prompt to ChatGPT, where the output that comes from there is also useful. And then, of course, you have to sit and edit. You have to personalize. You have to, like, make the changes in terms of making the writing feel more human, more personal. So that kind of work can only be done by writers.
True. That's another skill to use ChatGPT now.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
That's
huge
very
skill. And in fact, it's a great skill that companies, even for people who are not looking to explore freelancing, even in corporates, if somebody wants to take a full-time job, ChatGPT, if you know, you are a much more valued, hire for a company than anybody, than somebody who doesn't know ChatGPT. So you must learn. You should not keep these kind of feelings inside you that, oh, I will not learn it because it's not ethical to use ChatGPT. I should write everything myself. No, because the question of ethics doesn't come here. It's like a technology is available to you, then up to you to use it. Like, for example, email has come in the market, and like, but I'll be like, no, no, there is a different kind of feeling with handwritten letters. It is so beautiful, like that kind of personal touch emails can never have. So I should only write letters and send it to people. Then you are only losing out, because it will take 5 days for your message to reach. Instead, if you write an email, the person will get your message immediately. So there's no question of, similarly with ChatGPT, if you don't use it, you will take 2 days to write the same thing, which you can write in like half a day with the help of ChatGPT.
Yeah, so I just wanted to share one experience because last year I guess people were saying that ChatGPT will replace writers and all that. So a really great thought came into my mind that food companies, what they do is they don't make on their own. They use machines to prepare, but still we have workers with quality assurance, we have production managers and everything. So it's simply just making that company ka work easy. That's it. It's not replacing. So I
Correct.
started looking at that way,
Correct.
and and ethical and all that stuff. I made sure that I'll be honest. I always be honest with my clients. Ki
Correct.
I'm using, even when I work with them, they are okay with that. It's
Correct.
not like I'm hiding and doing, and it's visible, to be really honest, if
Exactly.
it's that.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, what you've mentioned is very true. If you're using ChatGPT, be honest about it, share it with your clients, and even when you're using ChatGPT, don't use whatever is the outcome as it is blatantly. Make your edits to it, add your own personal touch and personalization, and that will make all of the difference. So thank you for sharing. I think this message is very important to reach the right people, because a lot of people are scared that ChatGPT will take their job and writers are not needed anymore. So that's a big worry that people have. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sinchana, for sharing so much information with our viewers. I'm sure you have inspired somebody to take that action, because as a student, when you have become financially independent, you've bought your iPhone, you've paid your own fees. These stories, I think, I'm sure is going to motivate someone out there to, take that first step. So thank you for doing it. Before we end this interview, I have just one last thing to ask you. If you could share your HPA experience in a completely honest way, so that, if somebody is looking to join HPA, they can make that decision based on your answer.
So I have, I think, made post on LinkedIn as well about
Yeah.
this. Before joining HPA, I was making around like okay, 10,000 rupees. Then after that, I joined so that I can scale my business. For that reason, I joined. And when I joined the lectures, to be really honest, I think I completed in 2 to 3 days, the complete course. I bought full course,
Yeah.
and it was and I was able to understand it like very easily because I knew few things, and I was getting clarity. So I feel, before because I did before, and then I joined, so it was really helpful. And when I spoke to few people in the community itself, they were not understanding basic also. Then
Mm.
I got, okay, they have no idea and all of that stuff. But it was really great experience, and I also got many clients from community as well, which was very great. It's very easy to get, to be really honest. it's very important to upskill as a freelancer. You can't be like, okay, I'm making this much money, I should not put in another course. Not at all. I think I put 10,000. I got a really good, return of investment. And yeah,
Awesome.
I'll be more than happy to share more posts on HBA. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Sinchana.
so
This is
much.
so, I'm so grateful for you to share your honest experience because, people ask me, should I join? I'm like, of course, I'm going to say, yes, you should join. It's my academy. I will say good things. But when they hear from real students who have gone through the experience, that is what helps them make that final decision properly. So thank you for doing that. And thank you so much for taking out the time. Congratulations on your graduation and keep in touch.
Sure, thank you so much. And one more point I want to add, I
Yes,
forgot,
please.
is that it's better to buy from creators than normal Udemy website or Coursera website. Because I think I watched your videos from 2019, something like that. So yeah, I really liked you as a person. Then I was like, I have to join, and then I joined. Oh, and yeah.
Thank you. Thank
So
you so much.
after watching you for like 2, 3 years, then I joined the course because of the trust.
Yeah.
And you have also mentioned this in your course many times, the credibility and everything, which is very important. So it's better, it's not better, it's best to take from creators then because so many people say that they got scammed after taking courses and everything. So I am like, no, I've never felt that, never experienced scams in my life because I bought from creators only, and I've got a good result.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially inside your academy, you have those coffee chats. I don't remember coffee chat. Huh, those are
Yes.
very helpful. I feel, yeah. So not only about freelancing, but also you talked about mental health, time management, everything, which really helped me. I would sit at around like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and watch your videos. And now I'm talking to you. It really paid off. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, I'm so grateful. Like at such a young age, you are doing such amazing things. I can only imagine what your career is going to look like because you are on track to do a PhD and continue as a freelancer. So I know you're going to be a very, very successful person. I know your parents are so proud of you. So massive congratulations from my side. Guys, Sinchana's social media is linked in the description box below. Check out her LinkedIn. She's doing amazing work. Take inspiration from her content. She I think she's one of her content creation style is so unique and so different, and it just immediately hits, it connects with so many people. So I'm sure you will learn a lot from her content, so do give her a follow. And thank you so much, Sinchana, once again for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Saloni, for inviting me.
Thank you.